Good evening, everyone. My name is Andrea Vezzani, and I'm here to introduce you to the Energica. The full name is actually Energica Motor Company. I'm a co-founder, and my responsibility are mainly I am the CFO, but under my responsibility there's also human resources and legal matters. I would like to say you that Energica is the electric side of the Motor Valley. Since we have been born fully electric, so we started 14 years ago with this project. Actually, what happened is that 4 years after we set up the company, so this year is also fundamental. It's a fundamental milestone because we are 10 years old, so it's really a significant anniversary. We are based in Modena, and we started from other companies. Other companies working always in the technology sector. In particular, we began from two small companies based again in Modena. One is called CRP Meccanica, who produces CNC machining, so metal parts for Formula One teams. It's a supplier of all the Formula One teams. And another company is called CRP Technology. With this company is focused on the additive manufacturing. So basically, they produce plastic parts with the SLS machine, with the sinter station. We started maybe with a visionary fall in 2010, because you remind that at that time there was a very big crisis, financial crisis. And so we want to find something that will be useful for the people and for our business in the long term. So our idea, of course, was to make something linked to our territory. We were already experienced with the two wheels because we also did some races, some competition with the two wheels. In 2005, we participated at the World Championship with it was the quarter of stroke with the brand Frantic Motor, and then some other Italian championship. So we started with actually a racing electric bike. At the time, there were no such famous competition, but anyway, for 2 years, so between 2010 and 11, we made some competition, very useful to produce our know-how, to understand how to build electric motors and how to assemble, to manage the chassis and all. Also the software for the bikes. And quite immediately we understood that it was better to move all this know-how to road bikes. So I don't want to spend too much time on what we are. Probably a short video can explain better our lineup and our products. Let me understand how this works. Yeah, speaking with our customers is also always so emotional, because it's we produce some products that are emotional, and it's very funny because of the top speed, because of the torque. So yeah, it's really amazing. What was the base of our project was to have the best in class motorcycle. We have now 4 different models, as you saw before, and we were till a few months ago. Now something has changed, but about 150 people. We also had some other. Our journey was so amazing. It's. I said to you that it was here from the zero. So it has been past 14 years, and I have no idea that the time was so long, because every day is really new. There's no way to annoying ourselves, and we did a lot of things. For example, we were the single manufacturer for Moto E for 4 years. So was an amazing adventure to produce the bikes and to attend the MotoGP paddock for so many years. Or we also did another. We started a new business unit. This was done at the beginning of 22, called Energica Inside. That's because we have so many requests from other customers, from other companies. They asked to us, thanks to our experience, to electrify their vehicles. So not only our bikes, but there are people asking for their companies, asking for our powertrain or our know-how to apply to their products. Sorry, I have some trouble with the remote control. A destra. Okay, so we started from on the left hand side. The first model is called again the Ego. That is the sport bike. It has the maximum top speed in our model, 240 kilometers. The second model presented was the Iva Ribelle, the Street Fighter. You see here that it has an higher handlebar, so it's quite more comfortable but again, it is very sportive. The third model called is SS9. The name is a tribute to the Via Emilia, that is the street between Emilia Romagna till Milan, because it was called from the past SS9. And the last model that we launched 2 years ago is called Xperia. That is the tourer one, so what is more useful for the long trips. You probably see here that the first 3 models are based on what we call the same technological platform. This means that they have the same chassis, the same motor, the same inverter, and also the same VCU, the vehicle control unit. This is quite normal in the automotive industry, because, as you can understand, we try to industrialize the bikes. And while now we have a different technological platform, the tourer one, and quite soon all the other models will be revamped into this new platform. All of them, they have quite the same range. So using the urban driving map, you can achieve also more than 400 kilometers. Our test rider, they are former professional rider, and they make the test here close to Modena, to the Apennini and so on. They usually stay between 250 260 kilometers. Of course, this is the mix. It's mixed type of driving, but anyway, you can understand that in a bike there's a small space to put so many battery and to achieve a range that is quite similar to what have the other competitor with the IC competitors. As you can imagine, but probably this is quite common in all the companies here in the Motor Valley. Our largest department is the engineering. We have two different teams inside this department. There's of course the mechanical engineering team, who design material, all the bikes, the motor, and the chassis, and so on. And there's also a small team that are the designer. So the body, the fairing of the bikes are designed by them. And then there's the second very important teams, that is the electronic and electrical team. They are all of them. They are engineers, and probably they are what is the best for us, because that now the people the expectation that people has from an electric vehicle is that to use it as a cell phone, so to have on-air update, or to have the longer range connectivity, or so many features that we are used to have in our pocket with the phones. We already have 3 different patents. We also deposited other 2, but they are still in the blind period. These patents are, as I directly link to what I said now, are on the software. So the VCU. The VCU is a vehicle control unit, and it is the heart of the bike. So we decided to have only one control unit who controls all the bikes. You probably know that into vehicles there are several control units. One for the headlights, or for the arrows, for the motors, and so on. So we decided to have only one. And this way, we know that simply changing some codes, some software codes into this control units, we can do basically everything. For example, now our bikes has the possibility to go on the rear. So we have the rear drives, driving, or also a limited driving on the front at 2 kilometers per hour, because since the bikes have a very strong torque, it is better when the rider has to park it to do not make any mistake with the hands. Of course, our main market are the end user, the motorcyclist. But recently we have a lot of requests from the authority fleets. This because the electric vehicles are quite perfect for them, or better than the IC vehicles. Consider that we have no clutch, we have no gears, there are no vibration, no heating, and so is much more ideal for those people, for the policemen and others that use the bikes all day long. Or for example, I spoke recently with one of our importers in Japan. He provided a bike to the Kobe Marathon for the TV broadcaster, and was very useful because they have no clutch. The competitor they didn't breathe any smog and several other things. Here there are some examples, because we now have an order from the French police of about 200 units. Some of them they will be used this summer during the Olympics. We provided other 88 bikes 2 years ago to the Indonesian police. because they wanted to have before the G20 in Bali, so it was attended in November 22, and then there are some others. Our sale model is quite common, like all the other manufacturers of bikes. So we sell through dealers. We have now 130 point of sales. The curiosity now is that the dealers all over the world are quite changing their skin. There are some of them that are common motorcycle dealers. Some other are focused only on the electric vehicles. So there are some dealers that they sell from the bicycles, the electric bicycles, to the Tesla or the cars. And in the middle, there are also two wheels. We have also, for this reason, a subsidiary based in US. It is precisely based in South San Francisco. We now have the 40% of our sales are sold in US, another 40% in Europe, and the remaining in Asia and few other parts of the world. I said before that we started a couple of years ago working with Energica Inside. Energica Inside is a fully dedicated department in our company with engineers and a general manager, and we approach the three different areas, very large areas. They are ground vehicles, water vehicles, and air vehicles. So now we are developing the powertrains for these three markets. For example, we provide a battery for an electric tractor, or we provide also we apply our powertrain, our actual powertrain to a jet ski. It was a very interesting project with Eni Plenitude, that is the important company here in Italy. But also we have development for also the low voltage batteries for go-kart, for example, or the urban mobility, for drones and so on. Yeah, as I said, it was so curious this project about the jet ski, because we don't need to make too much, because our battery pack, our BCU, and the inverter and the motor are perfect both for the earth bike, for the road bike, and both for what is used on water. What we do and what we did and what we do again is, I said before to you that we have for 4 years we have been chosen from Dorna to participate to the Moto E. Moto E is the fourth class of the MotoGP. So we were the single manufacturer. There are 18 riders competing in this series. All of them, they have the same bike, and they can make only a few modifications. The bike that we provide was derived directly from the Ego. Also, the name is Ego Corsa, that one used during championship. But was very useful for us because, as you can imagine, we were in the same weekend of the MotoGP, so we can compare the statistics with MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, so the speed, the acceleration, and so on. But we had 18 professional riders using our bikes and giving us their feedback. So we can apply. So as you can imagine, we had a team following, so fully dedicated to the racing. But of course, their goal was also to pass this information, this know-how to the other engineers for the road bikes. Once we finished this agreement with Donna, we decided to continue something about the racing, because as you know, the racing has exactly this goal, so to to put our vehicles in the worst conditions and to push us to do our best. So now we are competing in US, in North America. So we give one bikes to a team that is experienced in this circuit. And we are the first one, or the only one in the world competing with the ice bike. Last year we did the championship. Well, the rider arrived fourth, but what was the best for us was that in the last weekend he was second in the race in Austin. Austin is the most challenging circuit. I don't know if in the world, but basically in the MotoGP series for sure, because there are so many straight, very long, and it is very tricky for the batteries and for all the powertrain. So basically, to have second close to the Indian was a very good result. Other things that we were first, and we continue in some cases to be the only one. We develop the fast charge, so our bikes can be charged to the fast charging station that are common for the cars. Both with the combo CCS1, CCS2, so both in Europe and in the US. We developed also CHAdeMO, so the fast charging system for Japan, and we are the only one also for Tesla in US, and quite soon we can charge to the Tesla station also in Europe. We also one of our customers was so strange. He participated here. You can see the picture to a particular race attended on the Isle of Man, the TT. It's so challenging this race, because it is more than 40 kilometers with up and downs. So it's very difficult. So it is also a challenge to arrive at the end. So basically, he participated to this race, and at the end of the day, he went home with the same bike. So it was really so strange for us, because the bikes are demonstrated that are good. They have no trouble, like 4 years during the Moto E. About people, here there's a curious picture that we did the last day, during the last race weekend of Moto E. We have I think that we have a special environment, because the average age of our people is 28. I'm the oldest, but all of them, they are very young, and so I think it's quite easy to work together. What we look for into the people is to be really open-minded. So the best characteristics is to understand that in our company every day is new. So there is no a sort of how can I say, copy and paste. So a new hiring cannot think that continue something made from someone else. We are innovator. We want to have always the best in class products. So every day we try to invent something new. It is best for us to have people making mistakes and to be curious. In respect to have people asking what I have to do today, because this is only a waste of timing. We try to be also fair with the people. For example, we provide them some agreement with psychologist or a physician. We have some other spa close to us with things like, with some discounts, and also we provide them all, the water. What we try to teach to our team is to be more eco-friendly. So, for example, the full fleets is electric. So all the cars that we use are electrics. The vending machine, they have only fruits and a few other things. So no candies, no something with sugar. So basically, this is the environment that we have. What we are looking for is everything. In our forecast in the next 3 years, we will have a very rapid ramp up in the sale and the development of new models. So. Of course, we will continue to have the larger department into the engineering, but we are looking also for sales, for human resources, for everything, because we have to become at least 3 times of what we are now. Yes, for sure, the most appreciated people that we are looking now are the engineers. So I am at the end. So if you have any question, feel free to tell me something.
Hello, I am Alessandro. Thank you for the presentation. I have one question about the powertrain. Do you design the electric motor too, or you?
Yes, there's a good question that I forgot to tell you before. Thank you. Our business model is quite simple. So we design everything internally. So we have the brains, as I said, the designer, electronic engineer, mechanical engineer. Then we pass all the designs to an external supply chain. Then we receive the components, and we have the workers that simply assemble the bikes inside. And then we deliver to all over the world the bikes. But yes, we do not transform anything internally. We give all the information to our suppliers.
Thank you. And second is a curiosity regarding the American Cup, the competitors, the internal combustion motorbike. Which cylinder, which displacement have of the size of the engine?
Well, into Moto America, we participate to a series called Super Hooligans. Super Hooligans are a sort of naked bikes. So we use the Eva Ribelle, the Street Fighter, and the other competitors are Indians, Harley Davidson. There's several Ducati and so on. Usually they are former professional rider that we know from MotoGP or someone unknown in Europe, but very well known in US. One of the rules is like in the Superbike, they have to be models that are sold at the dealers. So we can do only few changes on the road bikes. Of course, there is no the driving plate or the passenger the stand and so on. But yeah, we cannot apply different motors or different batteries and so on. It's more something linked to the software. So it's very important for us the telemetry that we can bring from the bikes.
The last question. I saw that you use EPM switch reactance motor for your powertrain.
I didn't understand. Sorry.
use a particular type of electric motor, the
Yes.
EPM, no?
Mhm.
Are you looking for to use other topology?
Well, you know that our engineers, they have so many stuff in their offices, making every single day trying new cells, new motors, and so on. In 14 years of experience, we found a very skilled suppliers that is called Mavel. He's based in Valle d'Aosta, so he's an Italian company. And they are very, very good with this. So we usually work together with the supplier.
Thank you.
You said that Energica is a very young company, 10th anniversary this year. Is that right? So, and also the electric motorcycle market is in its very early stages. So it's also changing every year. So the vehicle that you put on the market, what is the projected longevity in terms of change in the powertrain or battery technology or also structures technology?
So that's another very good question. You know that my personal view, what was the real change in the market are the lithium batteries, the lithium cells, because the lithium has particular characteristics that you have to see those cells as the muscle of the human body. So if you use it, if you go to the spa and you run or so on, so you are always young. While if you don't use this, they fell down. So there's not a real. We cannot say a longevity. Let's say that our suppliers of the cells, they guarantee to us 1,000 cycles of charging and discharging. But when you count these cycles, you can count only when the cells arrive at zero. So it's enough to arrive at 20%, 10%, and charge them again, and you don't count. So basically, you can go for I cannot say forever, but I consider that we have in our headquarters bikes produced in 2015. It is we call this bike, it was still a prototype. It is called by us internally the worst customer, because we cannot clean it or make anything on it. Only use it because we want really to test the worst condition. And the batteries are still perfect, and so we don't see any change.
Thank you very much.
I have a question regarding a structural part of the motorcycle. We know that, of course, electric motorcycles are quite heavy, and I was asking myself, how did you manage to, let's say, optimize the chassis of the motorcycle? Let's say, how important was for you to do so?
It is crucial. The weight of the bikes, ICE bike or electric bikes, is crucial for the handling of the rider. All the people that use our bikes, also the professional rider during MotoE, they say that you feel the weight of the bikes only when the engine is off. So I think that our engineers they design a good bike. A part of that, there is no it is absolutely comparable, our weight with the weight, for example, of a Xperia, the tourer bike, compared with the BMW GS or with a Ducati Multistrada. So we are very close to them. So now there's not such a big difference. In this moment, with also with the development of the cells, it is I think that it's arrived the moment to choose which is the right balance. So, or to go below with the weight, with the less cells, or continue to enlarge to have a larger range. But basically, the bikes remain the same now as dimensions.
Thank you.
Which one? Which one? Okay. Thank you all. If you have any question, I will stay here for a few minutes.